Greetings.
I'd like to Of course.
All right, and I...
Warhammer and
Good. Bye.
Entering the arena now will be Henry of Skalitz from the company of Saratse Kabbalah. And his adversary will be Stenyek, apprentice to the Ratite scribe. Welcome, our warriors! And this very first bout will afford plenty of entertainment. The combatants will engage in a duel with warhammers and shields.
Bollocks!
And the winner of the first bout is Henry of Skalitz. Change weapons for the second bout. Our warriors will fight with hunting swords. As victor in this round, he shall proceed to the next. The first combatant will be Henry of Skalitz from the company of Saratse Kabbalah, who will measure his skills against Thaddeus, commander of the guard at Talmberg. Welcome, our warriors! And this very first bout will afford plenty of entertainment. The combatants will engage in a duel with warhammers and shields. And now's the time to choose weapons for the next duel. Our combatants will demonstrate their skills with short sword and shield.
Bugger! Ah! Here!
And shall proceed to the next round. The first combatant will be Menhart, master swordsman from far off Frankfurt, who will measure his skills against Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzig Kobyla. Let us wish the combatants luck. All is prepared for the first duel. The combatants will engage in a duel with warhammers and shields. The second bout will surely be no less exciting. This one may decide the winner. Prepare to watch a fierce fight with axes and shields. and ladies, good men and good wives, you have just witnessed the final duel in today's Ratai tourney, for which we all owe gratitude to Sir Hanush of Laipa. All glory to the victor, Henry of Skalitz, man-at-arms in the company of Sir Radzik Kobila. His prize will be given to him by our gracious Sir Hanush.
You put on a hell of a show.
Thank you, Sir Hannah.
Goodbye.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I see you know how to wield a sword, Father. I wouldn't have expected that from a man of the cloth.
With a stick. I practice with a stick. A reminder of my youth and days gone by, and it helps keep me in good form.
There's a widow being haunted by a ghost. Can anything be done about that?
A revenant. Tell me more about it.
For the last few nights, her long-dead neighbour has been paying her a visit in her house. She's tried to drive him out, but neither prayer nor spells have any effect. That's why she's turning to you for help, Father.
In the scripture, it's written that the dead shall rise again only on the day of judgment. I suspect it may be something on the widow's own conscience that's haunting her. Do you know anything more about that?
Well, she says it's the ghost of Alois, a farmer whose wife burned him alive in his own cottage.
My. That would make a soul restless, all right. But I believe there must be something else that's keeping the widow from sleeping. A farmer, a jealous wife. I'd ask the widow if there's not more to it.
My God, that never occurred to me.
How little you know people. Make the widow tell you everything, you'll see. And to make amends with the deceased as well as the Lord, tell her to erect an atonement cross.
A what?
You ask as if you've fallen from the stars. An atonement cross. You often see them along roads. Reminders of reconciliation and forgiven trespasses. Suggest it to the widow and see how she reacts.
Thank you for the advice. It was very helpful.
I shall pray for the poor woman, and I'll be grateful in turn for any donation she may decide to make to the church. God be with you.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
God save.
I saw the parish priest.
And what did he tell you? Will he come and bless my house with holy water?
A better question is, what haven't you been telling me?
I've already told you everything.
I feel you haven't told me everything. Was there something between you and Alois?
There's no use denying it any longer. I was a widow and his wife Lada. She wasn't the kind of woman who filled her husband's heart with joy. Alois and I grew close.
So, fornication?
If that's what you want to call it. From time to time, we took comfort in each other's arms. Lada found out and began to make a fuss. They fought. You know the rest.
You couldn't have known it would end up the way it did.
Perhaps I couldn't, but I still reproach myself over it every night. For years now, I've been living with what I did. I suppose it's only just that it's finally caught up with me. My poor Alois and the children he left behind.
I assume his children know nothing about it.
They're already adults, but you're right. They don't know anything. Do you think it would help if I told them everything? That it would bring peace to Alois and he'd stop haunting me?
I think you're on the right path now. Make up for old wrongs. Atone for your sins. Erect a memorial cross.
You're right. I'll go and tell them the truth, however much they despise me afterwards. I'll do anything to get a good night's sleep again. Here's some money. Go to the quarry and order a cross be made.
I'll do that.
Thank you 100. Good luck then.
Yeah! Done!
What do you want? Where else?
What? What's that?
What do you want? No business.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
I must reward you for saving my livelihood. If folk believed the stories, well, I dread to think how it could have ended up.
But the bad stone wasn't even from your quarry.
Still, sometimes words can hurt a man more than a blow from a mace. Here's your reward.
I need to erect an atonement cross. How much does one cost?
10 groschen. We already have one such cross ready, so if you pay now, we can have it sent wherever you want immediately.
There you are.
Goodbye.
What do you think? Will he come again?
I'm sure we've seen the last of him. Oh, I feel so light I could float away at peace with the world.
That's a peace I have yet to find. As you've seen for yourself, shaking off the past isn't easy.
Here's a ring my husband left me. I don't even know where he got it, but it might be worth something. Take it, with my gratitude.
I'm glad I was able to help.
Thank you, and God be with you.
And with you. I hope you'll finally have peaceful dreams.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Enough. I warned you.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Good day to you.
I found pie for you. Dear God! What a relief! Between ourselves, he was none too cheap. I don't know what I'd have done if he was gone for good. Here's something for your trouble.
Thank you. Just try not to lose him again.
We'll do our best. Farewell.
Yeah.
Stay away from people if you can't run.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Do you want something?
I do. And you look like the kind of fellow who knows a thing or two and wouldn't mind a bit of work that's not entirely, well, honest.
What's it about?
I'm looking for someone who knows how to dip her pockets. For a reward, of course.
Well, then it's lucky for you that I happened along. Who do you want me to rob?
There's a farmer who lives in the craftsman's yard. He made a killing supplying vegetables to the monastery. I worked for him for a while, but then he threw me out without even paying me for my labour. I'd like you to steal the groschen he owes me. And also a pouch containing an amulet he got from the herb woman. He's as superstitious as an old crone, so when he realises he's lost it, he'll have a fit.
Sounds easy enough.
It ain't quite that easy, otherwise I'd handle it myself. That fucker don't trust no one, and he's always looking over his shoulder. If you manage to nick his pouch and his coin, you can keep the groschen as a reward. Good luck to you.
Here's the farmer's pouch you asked for.
Great, thanks. He'll have a fit when he finds out. He won't get a wink of sleep till he gets a new one. You see, he's got this idea he'll be eaten alive by fleas and lice without his amulet.
I'm always on the lookout for work. What have you got?
When I worked for the farmer, I took a fancy to his maid. Only she's got someone else. A draper. He gives her fine shawls and chemises. Go and steal.
What use would...
I'll slip it to someone else and then tell the draper his sweetheart puts no value on the gifts he gives her. He's really jealous, so he'll be mad as hell.
That's not very nice of you. But what do I care? What's it worth to you?
Don't worry. I'll reward you in groschen.
Farewell.
Yeah.
What was that? Is there something you need? That sounded loud. Hey, what the? Clear off before the contact starts. What are you up to here? Get out of here, or I'll call the guards on you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What the?
I brought you that girl's shawl.
Thank you. I'll hide it in the farmer's bed and then tell the draper. He'll cripple the bastard if you don't kill him outright.
Who is it you want to get revenge on? The farmer or his maid?
All of them. They're all a bunch of diabolical swine. And that draper, too.
Is there anything else you want?
One last thing. But it won't be so easy this time. I got my own back on the farmer and that wench. Now it's the draper's turn for stealing my girl. Steal the tinderbox he carries. It's his pride and joy, and he's always boasting about how fine it is. Everyone knows it's his. Once you've got it, I'll set the whole bloody farm on fire and drop his tinderbox there so everyone will blame him.
The avenging angel is at your service. I'll get right on it.
Farewell.
Yeah.
My respects to you.
Any chance of some work?
Well, come to think, there is one rather delicate matter to attend to. A while ago, a holy man came by here. He said he'd come from the Holy Land, and he was selling various relics he'd collected on his travels to pay his way.
I see.
Well, I heard he had some fragments of a sacred sword that once belonged to the fabled Czech Queen of Sheba. But by the time he reached me, he had no pieces left of the sword. All he had was some dubious wares, splinters from our Lord's cross, thorns from the crown, nothing of interest to me.
And where did the pieces of the sword go?
He sold them off to swordsmiths and blacksmiths hereabouts. They just keep them lying around at home for good luck. If I had them, I'd forge them back into a sword. Can you even imagine what power it would command? If you could get me all the pieces of the sword, I'd repay you very handsomely.
Are you sure the Queen of Sheba's a Czech queen?
Who else would she be? Have you not heard of her? Our some priest. She's in the Bible.
Uh-huh. Isn't it a bit strange that some pilgrim would have something so valuable?
Are you suggesting he might have been lying? Well, people aren't to be trusted, but this is nothing to joke about. God would smite him in a flash if he made light of holy relics that way.
What kind of power did this sword have?
What do you think? It brought its bearer good luck in combat and protection from enemies.
Where can I find the powers?
Like I said, the smith hereabouts bought them from him. They say the largest piece is with the rat-eyed swordsmith. The bastard probably won't want to sell. But if you manage to swipe it somehow...
I could do with a sword like that. What if you sold it to me?
Well, everything has its price. But this one would be expensive. Getting hold of the bits is one thing. Forging them back together is quite another. That tinkerer from Ratite couldn't manage it.
Well, it does sound very interesting. I'll ask them and see what I can do.
Excellent. You'll see you won't regret it. I'll pay you well. Good luck to you.
Onions that'll even make your man cry like a little lass. Come and buy some.
My respects to you.
Good luck to you.
Oceans made from magical earth, plucked from the flakes of down
Carrots that'll make you and your family happy.
I'll be with you.
Are you in need of a helping hand, Master Butcher?
Helping hand? No. But I've got a problem with supplies.
I understand. The roads aren't safe these days.
No, that's not what I meant. Beef and pork I can get plenty of. But the burgers here have a taste for aristocratic food. And maybe you can help me with that.
You want me to poach game?
Heaven forbid I would ever suggest such a thing. No. You would have to get it by, other means.
I don't want to spoil your plans, but game doesn't grow on trees.
No, but if you happen to be walking in the woods and came across something, if you see what I mean.
All right. Let's say I'll take a walk in the woods and I'll come across something and bring it to you.
Excellent. I'm glad to see you speak my language. Get me a wild boar for now, so I can see what you can do. And don't worry, you'll be well... God be with you. Farewell. I'll be with you.
All the crews in the ground, fresh. Come right up.
Altar candles from France. And all the way.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
My respects to you.
I've got the Draper's tinderbox for you.
He who laughs last, laughs loudest. Here's the boots I promised you. Wear them in good health. And now I'll go and get my revenge.
May the Lord watch over you.
Greeting.
I've come from my...
All right. There'll be another tourney.
We'll see.
Goodbye. Welcome, Henry.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, here you are.
Flour, egg, salt, yeast. Let it bake a bit and you'll be able to feed the whole family with fresh bread.
Have pity on me, a poor...
Implements, instruments, and tools. Everything for work and home.
Fred Beach, just this morning. Fred!
Yeah.
Is someone there?
Hey! Down! What the?
What? What in the...
Yeah.
Yo! You're not to ride a horse in yet.
Yeah.
Kettles for water.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ be praised.
God be with you.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see.
Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
Could be. It might not be to your liking, though, on account of it's the executioner who's looking for someone. At least that's what I've heard. Of course, folk here don't want to have anything to do with him. Only the more they avoid him, the more they gossip about him.
Do you know if there's anyone around here?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad to see.
Do you know if there's anyone around?
Good boy.
Yeah.
You've an honest trade. How come you got mixed up in crime?
Evil times. The harvest failed, and there was no grain to mill, and a child to feed on top of it all. I had no choice. And meanwhile, the lords in the castle and the monks in the monastery stuffed their craws to bursting. Where's the justice in that?
So you took justice into your own hands, is that it? And now you take whatever you need?
Pull your head out your arse, Henry. Take a good look around you. Wars come and go, but nothing really changes. It's the poor that do the dying, and the nobles who reap the rewards. We have to survive somehow, so why concern ourselves with morals?
Would you happen to have any work for me?
Of course I would. And, surprise, surprise, it's another ring.
Like last time?
Properly done this time. Proper hard work. And who else to set the task to than you? The ringleader, so to speak. The thing is, one of the rich townsmen left his ring behind the last time he went to the baths for some wenching. Too drunk to see it, no doubt. And now he wants it back, and the baths deny all knowledge.
Why not turn to the bailiff?
Why not? Because he doesn't want anyone to know about his bathhouse visits. And the girls in the baths are wary of selling the ring in case the bailiff does start looking for it after all. So we'll make life easier for them. What do you say?
Consider it done. Provided I get something out of it.
Don't worry. You won't be left short. The ring's hidden in the chest in the bathhouse madam's chambers. Come right back with it once you have it. Goodbye.
Yeah!
Who's there? Answer me!
You sent me to the miller, eh?
What? Well, it was just a sort of...
You're lucky. He really did owe me, and he was so shocked he gave it all to me. What do you need, then?
Why is that girl standing here crying?
I executed her husband.
What? You killed him?
No, not like that. It was done lawfully. She knew he had it coming.
So then, why...
Folk would like to drive her out of town. She has no one here. For a while, I thought I could take care of her, but it wasn't to be.
Why?
Do you really have to ask? I can't even go to the tavern for company, and no one would sup their ale with me. And when I die, they'll probably push me into a hole with a stick so as not to touch my corpse.
Is it really that bad?
I'm not complaining, mind. It's a well-paid job, if you don't mind being a pariah. They might look sideways at you, too, just for talking to me.
And that's what she's afraid of?
Exactly.
Doesn't that crying girl have any kin?
None she knows of, poor lass. You could help her, though, if you wanted.
Me? How?
Elishka has no family, but her husband might still have some kin. Nobody will talk to me, but you could find out more.
Why do you want to find her family anyway? Don't you want her to stay here?
I do. She's a splendid woman, but I'd never want to keep her here against her will. The life I lead isn't for everyone.
What would she have to put up with if she stayed with you?
A lot. I can't deny. Most of the townfolk wouldn't give her the time of day, at least not in public. If we had children, it would be even worse for them.
That doesn't sound like a very happy life.
It's not all bad. It's a well-paid job and even respected in a way. And when someone needs a bone set, all of a sudden they forget your reputation.
How can I find out if there's any family?
Try asking Elishka herself. She knows a thing or two about them. But, in the end, you'll still have to go and find out something from the bailiff, or from the records at the rat house.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
My thanks, if only for the thought.
Why me?
Herman sent me.
What a way to end up.
Don't despair. It could be a lot worse.
Only death could be worse, and I'm not far from it.
Can I ask about your family?
What do you want to know?
Don't you have any kin left? Someone who'd take you in?
No. They all died of the plague. And then I ended up with that man of mine. I always knew he'd get strung up one day.
Didn't your husband have any kin?
Maybe. He mentioned some, but we never went to see them.
Is that all you know?
Yes. But if they're anything like my old man, the bailiff and his catchpoles will know about them.
That's all I need.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
vegetables! Fresh vegetables!
I'm glad to see you.
Do you know Elishka? The wife of the man who was hanged recently?
The one that's with the executioner now?
That's her.
Life can be cruel sometimes.
Right. And do you know if she has kinfolk somewhere around?
How should I know? Now, if you don't mind, I'm very busy.
Bailiff, surely you know me well enough to know I solve more problems than I cause.
You're right, I've heard some reports. Talk to the scribe.
Where can I find him?
He's suffering with some ailment, so no doubt he'll be lying in his chambers above his study, on the top floor of the rat house. See you later.
Master Bailiff?
Nothing of interest. God be with you.
God be with you.
I'd like to ask if...
This knee of mine hurts like hell.
I'd like to ask...
Young man, there's always someone who wants to ask something. What do you need?
I wondered if you could take a look in your books for me, and,
Books? God above, am I to shuffle around here with my knees the way they are?
The bailiff sent me.
That's another matter, then. What do you need, friend?
Is it possible to find out from the records where someone lives?
You think we keep records of every serf? For Christ's sake, they breed like rabbits.
But I thought that in the rat house, though, in the books...
Boy, the books are for recording pacts, undertakings, punishments, property rights, and so forth. In other words, important things. We don't keep records of serfs.
Elishka won't be happy about that.
Elishka? You don't mean the one who married into the Mishek family?
Yes. Yes, you know her.
Why wouldn't I? I used to play dice with old Mishek years ago. He had a son, a nice, polite lad. How is he?
Oh, you know, he's quite tied up these days.
Well, if you see him, tell him to swing by.
And where are the Misheks living now?
A stone's throw from Ratte by the small fish pond.
Thanks.
Good luck, then.
make you cry and garlic that'll keep evil spirits at bay.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
What do you want?
I've got information about your daughter-in-law. Elishka's fine, only she needs...
Never heard of her. Get lost.
She's your nearest kin. Elishka's part of your family, and she really needs you...
I won't help anyone.
I could make it worth your while.
Really? And what is it you want?
Your son's widow needs help. She has nowhere to go.
What do I care about some useless girl?
She could help you with the farm. She definitely knows how to take care of things.
A bit of help would come in handy. Send her here, then. But don't let her think she'll be taking it easy. She'll have her work cut out.
That sounds quite...
And if I hear a peep out of her, I'll take a stick to her back.
Fine salvation this is.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Ilishka's looking better.
She is, but she's not happy. God sent the poor girl great trials.
Indeed.
Did you know her whole family was wiped out by the plague? She was barely 12.
Losing your family isn't easy.
Ah, sorry, I wasn't thinking. So, did you find out anything about that kin of hers?
I have. I tracked them down. They say they'd take her in, but I'm not sure she'd do well there.
Leave that to her. I just hope she'll be better off than now.
God's blessings.
You're not crying now?
I'm not. I've wept enough for a lifetime.
It's a bit of a change since my last visit.
I haven't had much luck in my life, but I've always worked things out in the end. Tears are no help to anything.
That's true.
So, did you find out something about them?
I did. I found your husband's father and mother, and they're willing to take you in.
But...
They're not very nice people, Ilishka. They'd probably work you to the bone. But you would get fed.
Life is never easy. But at least I'd have a family.
You're right. I'll have another talk with Herman.
Goodbye.
I've heard the way you talk about her, and, would you like Ilishka to stay?
You know, Hal, she was always the sweetest girl. When she came with her family to Ratai, still single, she was a sight to behold. And it might surprise you, but she even had a word or two for me now and again. It grieved me when she married that wastrel. It was a foolish idea, but I always thought maybe she and I could... Well, fate likes a good laugh. Now I've strung up her old man. I have her under my roof. After all the years I was thinking of her. I don't want her to leave, but I don't want her to be unhappy here either.
Have you made your mind up?
I can't decide. I don't know Mishik's kin at all. But at least I'd have a family.
Herman could give you a family, too.
He's a decent, upright fellow. I've met none better, and that's the honest truth. But he's an executioner.
And what's the problem? That the other women won't chat with you down at the creek? Did that sort of gossip ever interest you anyway? He's a fine man, isn't he? He's willing to take care of you, and he has the means to do it. And he wants you. He's so sick with love for you, he can't even sleep.
But did he really say that?
He told me he's been in love with you for years. He said he always thought you were the sweetest girl in Ratai.
That's true. We used to meet now and again and exchange a few words. Well, he always treated me nicely. By all that's holy, you're right. I'll stay here. Good luck, then. Herman?
Yes?
Can I stay here with you?
You mean for good?
If you don't want me to.
You can! By God, you can! You've made me the happiest man in the world. Thank you, Hal. Thank you.
Think nothing of it. The main thing is everything worked out well.
It did. Thank you. And I want you to have this. God Almighty, I've got Alishka. After all these years, me, the executioner, has the woman he loves.
Oh!
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Smash back up on.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
God be with you.
I have the meat you wanted.
Let's take a look at it then. Looks good. Here's something for your effort. I've got something else for you. The armourer's wife wants to make air offal soup. I tried to slip her goose organs, but she wasn't fooled.
She wants to make awful soup.
Air offal. Innards. Can you get those?
Ah, hair innards. Right.
Good luck then.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I'm at your...
Can I...
Certainly. For how long?
Just... Here you go.
You'll like... May the Lord watch over you.
Yeah.
God save you.
God be with you. Welcome, Henry.
Good God, you look...
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
I don't know if it's just old wives' tales, but I heard truly terrible things.
I'd like you to show me some hunting tricks.
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the
All right, but
Isn't that quite... Since it's you...
well now. Agreed.
I'd like you to show...
Certainly.
I'm interested...
Wouldn't you rather learn the...
Well... Can you teach me...
Certainly.
I'd like to practice...
All right, but...
Isn't that... Since...
Well... Agreed. See you...
Can you help me with...
Certainly.
I'd like to practice...
All right.
Isn't that quite...
Agreed. Take care.
Can you teach me...
Certainly.
I'm interested in...
Wouldn't you rather...
Well... Can you help me with...
Certainly.
I'm interested in...
All right, but it...
Isn't that quite... Are we agreed?
I'd almost... Agreed. Now listen up. Take care.
Can you help me with...
Certainly.
I'd like to hone my...
All right, but it...
Isn't that quite a...
Agreed. Now listen up. Take care.
Can you help me with...
Certainly.
I want to achieve...
You can't become...
Well...
See you later.
Humble greetings. How may I serve you?
I've got your coin.
I'd like to see that bastard's face when he finds out it's gone. I'll give you some of the groschen back, like I promised. And I've got another job for you.
What's this other job, then?
Everywhere you go here, you'll see wretches like me. Poor souls that don't have a pot to piss in and have to beg. Then take a look and rat-eye at all the gentlefolk with their noses in the air, looking out only for themselves, with not a moment's thought for the poor. Well, from one fine lady, you could get alms to feed the whole lot of us here.
Alms for everyone? That would be quite a purse. But I'll see what I can do.
That's the spirit. In return, I'll teach you something useful, and you'll get a share too, of course.
Here's the coin you wanted.
Good. Keep after your effort. Interested in another job?
You mentioned another job. I'm all ears.
Aye. There's a good widow living in squalor with us in the camp. She sold the last memento she had of her sainted mother to a moneylender so she could feed her young ones. And now she's so torn with regret, she can't sleep nights.
You want me to get this memento back?
Just so. I'd do it myself, only I can't show my face in the town square without the catchballs kicking my arse. Steal her ring back from that usurer, Wolf from Bruda. You can pick your own reward while you're at it. He's so rich it ain't decent.
I'll be right back.
God be with you.